And moving on, the second round of the India-Singapore Ministerial Roundtable will take place in Singapore today. The Indian ministers participating in the event will include Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Shankar, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal and Railway Minister Ashwani Vaishnaw. The ministers will interact with their counterparts and will also call on Singaporean leadership. The India-Singapore Ministerial Roundtable is a unique mechanism established to set a new agenda for India-Singapore bilateral relations. Meeting aims to enable both sides to review various aspects of their strategic partnership and identify new avenues to further elevate and broaden it. And India's Minister for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal met with CEOs of various Singaporean companies on Monday. On social media platform X, Piyush Goyal said discussions centered around how these stakeholders having significant investments in India can grow further while contributing to the journey of achieving Viksit Bharat, that is developed India by 2047. And India's Laura Westbrook joins us for more on this from Hong Kong. Well, Laura, this will be the second India-Singapore Ministerial Roundtable, which is a unique mechanism established to set up a new agenda for India-Singapore bilateral relations. They will discuss and elevate bilateral cooperation and exchange views on issues of mutual interest. What all is particularly lined up for the dialogue today?
Yes, Singapore's Deputy Prime Minister, Gan Kim Yong, is leading Singapore's delegation. As you mentioned, there are top ministers from India attending this meeting in Singapore. This is the second meeting that's taking place. The first took place in September 2022. And this meeting, it really focuses on trade and the economic relationship between these two countries. And it will look to review the progress that has been made since that first meeting in 2022 and look at new areas of collaboration that these India and Singapore can work on. This includes sustainability, investment, trade, as well as skills and digitalization. Now, on Sunday, India's Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal did meet with Singapore's business leaders, including from Singapore's bank, the DBS Bank, and Singapore's sovereign wealth fund, Temasek. And he did say on the platform X that this was a very fruitful meeting, and there was also a statement from the Ministry of Commerce saying that the meeting focused on investment opportunities, particularly in growing investment in the small and medium-sized business sector. And when it comes to Singapore's sovereign wealth fund, it earlier said earlier last month that it previously plans to invest up to $10 billion in India over the next 3 years. It has said also that it is looking to do that as it becomes more cautious when it comes to China amid economic and geopolitical tensions there.
All right. Also, Singapore, if we talk about, is also a major source of foreign direct investment or FDI for India. And the cumulative FDI inflow from Singapore to India is quite high. Any inputs on that?
Yes, that's right. And we, Singapore is, Singapore is India's top foreign investor, and India is also a growing investment in Singapore as well. We did hear from Singapore's president earlier last month, who said that he wants to see Singapore and India growing their wealth and breadth of investment opportunities in the coming years. And there will also be a lunch that's hosted by Singapore's Deputy Prime Minister, and there will also be a dinner as well. So you are seeing these two countries looking to grow their business and investment opportunities. And the first ministerial roundtable that took place in September 2022, that looked at 5 areas of collaboration. They included digitalization, green energy projects, skills and development, and healthcare. And since then, we have seen a digital payments link between these two countries, allowing banks to send and receive funds. And there's also been opportunities for Indian students to study and have internships in Singapore. And we've also seen reports in the past week that Singapore Airlines Group, the low-cost carrier Scoot, is saying that it would like to expand its links to second and third tier cities in India. If the airports get built, it would like to see air transport agreements between Singapore and India increase. And that also is trying to tap into this burgeoning middle class in India that is traveling at this sort of huge rate that we've seen in recent years. And that also is another sign that the links between these Singapore and India are looking to grow in the next few years.
All right, lots of it lined up for the ISMR during these days. Thank you so much for all